Hello, welcome to another episode of the Common Sense Student. My name is David NC. You might be wondering why it is that I have this 10-pound barbell in my hand. I'm actually using it to make a point. Imagine if you had to carry around this weight for a day or a week or a month. You might say to yourself, oh, that's not a lot of weight. But suppose it was 25 pounds or even 50 pounds or 100 pounds. Do I now have your attention? The point I'm making is that physically, we can only carry a certain amount of weight for a certain amount of time before running out of strength. But when it comes down to emotional things, we can carry an immeasurable amount of weight, sometimes all our lives without even being aware of it. And that is what my video is about today. It's about taking off the dead weight. Dead weight can be anyone or anything that weighs or burdens you down. And being dead means that this burden doesn't contribute any oxygen to your life. It has absolutely no positive benefits. It disrupts your plans, takes your time, causes chaos in your life, and hinders your ambitions by wasting the limited amount of energy you have by carrying around an unnecessary burden that causes you stress, anxiety, emotional distress, and fatigue, and in extreme cases, depression. Therefore, anyone or anything that holds you back or stops you from moving forward or making progress is a dead weight. And one of the interesting facts about this burden is that people who are victims of dead weight carry all manner of these burdens without even noticing the heaviness of the dead weight, simply because it is not acquired all at once, but gradually added sometimes over years of life experiences. Some people specialize in carrying certain types of these burdens, and for their own subjective reasons. But dead weights are usually two main types: the burdens we voluntarily put on ourselves, and the burdens we allow other people to put on us. The dead weights we carry are not obvious to the average person. They can only be seen by the trained eyes of the emotionally intelligent person, or by those who have freed themselves from their own deadweight ideology. These heavy burdens we put on ourselves punish us as we strain under the pressure of our own self-imposed choices. And these burdens we carry are not the ones most people are familiar with. These often unknown deadweights are sometimes shame and guilt, which is the constant ridicule and victimization by our conscience for our failures, mishaps, and errors of judgment. Unforgiveness, which is holding on to those bitter emotions. Hate, a poison that kills your love for self and destroys all your hopes of happiness and having fulfilling relationships. Past hurts, the burdens of past disappointments, emotional injuries, whether they be rejection, betrayal, or physical abuse. Past mistakes, the punishment or judgment of ourselves based on who we used to be and not based on who we have become because of our mistakes. Fear, the foe that blocks your path to success and happiness by making you a prisoner of your past and estranged from your future. Then there are other lesser known dead weights that we succumb to, such as reckless habits. These can be habits that we attain, such as attaining consumer debt or the mismanagement of our finances. Financial deadweights close the door on our future plans and prosperity. Then there are addictions, such as alcoholism or drugs, etc. They both create a legacy of underachievement, disillusionment, and eventual deadweight self-destruction. We also carry deadweight based on the perceived expectations we believe others might have of us, which is why we desperately seek the approval and acceptance of others by carrying the dead weight of inferiority, low self-esteem, or low self-confidence. We then naturally transition to other external means of putting dead weights on ourselves by allowing other people to put their dead weight on us. These are meaningless relationships that come in all different forms, including family relationships, romantic relationships, or friendships and associations. We do this by taking care of people who are trapped in the baby stage. If you watch my previous video on the baby stage, you would fully understand what this means. But a brief summary is when we carry other people's burdens by taking care of their responsibilities, whether they be emotional, physical, or financially inclined. We also allow them to use us as a crutch, to carry their dead weight of laziness, blame, and excuses, or use us as a pawn that procure their comforts and survival. They also use us to bear their dead weight of reckless decisions, actions, and problems. We do this by subsidizing their misfortunes and mistakes, by always giving our time, support, and finances in our never-ending efforts to help those we say we love. Or the deadweight mercenaries constantly vent to us about their problems that they have no interest in solving, pouring all their deadweight worries, hate, and anger and resentment into our psychology. And these are the manifestations of deadweight Jane and John, the ones who prey on other people's sympathy and empathy. They are on the constant lookout for their next overly caring and emotionally immature victim to put their deadweight on. And you can start today by taking off the deadweight. Begin by identifying the deadweights that you might be carrying. First, those burdens you give yourself permission to carry from your past are the reckless habits that are damaging your life. People who are generally carrying deadweight are not aware of how cruel they are being to themselves. Therefore, the bigger yes has to be your love and compassion for you, because no one else can free you from your burdens that you carry. It will then get easier to get rid of those people in our lives who are deadweight, taking off the deadweight of useless, meaningless relationships. You will reject any attempt to burden you with things that don't concern you, refusing to be a crutch or a pawn for anyone because you know your worth, and also because you deserve better than what the deadweight mercenaries have to offer. And if you begin the process of cleansing your life from these unnecessary burdens, the things that are important to you will eventually and gradually take prominence in your life. Once you are no longer burdened by the dead weight that was first of all never your responsibility to carry. So take off the dead weight today. Start the process of refocusing your energy into your life by dusting off those forgotten ideas and removing the clutter of deadweight emotions and people, so that the sunshine of hope, love, and peace will permeate your life like never before. It was my pleasure sharing this with you, and thank you for watching. See you soon on my next video. Have a wonderful day.